I live in the Shire of Mystic Waytrue, and I've been scribing now for 10 years. And in fact, I came across my very first scroll right here. It was done for Dub. Oh, I don't even remember, Anacitatus something or other, I can't remember. So that would be 2003. And from there, I have evolved this to trompe-l'oeil, which is my absolute favorite style to do. This one, in fact, the real copy is, or the real one is on my wall at home, because I just love a little harpy. She's awesome. So along my way, what I do is I do a paper version to kind of lay out all of my words to make sure they all fit. And then I draw out what I'm going to do. And then from there, I ink it all down and make sure it all works. And sometimes when I'm scribing the letters, it expands a little bit further than what the lines are. So I have to improvise a little bit. Shorten words, take words out, forget I have letters, things like that. Again, another trompe-l'oeil that I've done. I figure I probably do one scroll a month, and in 10 years that comes out to 120 scrolls over the course of doing scribing. I had picked up scribing from Lady Grace, who no longer plays. She was working on a piece, and I said, I paint, how do you do that? I've never seen that. And she said, here, I'll show you. I said, okay. So I picked up my first book. My husband actually picked it up from the library, and I kept that book checked out for almost 8 weeks from the library, and he bought it for me for our anniversary. And so that was my go-to book. It's still my go-to book. And then Toshikage bought me the same book as a Yule present. So I have 2 copies, and no one can have it. I can't remember the title of it, but it has a wonderful Gemini on the front, and what are they called? Yeah, anyway, the months going around. And that's the cover of the book. And yeah, 2 copies. I love it. One of my absolute favorite ones, and I did 2 of them. For some reason, I just love this one. It's very simple. I can take it out, make it a little less shiny. It's just very simple. And it was done for 2 different people. So what I did was I reversed it. So one goes that way, and the other one goes the other way. And these were mistakes. And I just love the simplicity of them. And the colors, and just the whole thing is just absolutely wonderful. So yeah, this is my favorite one that I've done, even though trompe-l'oeil is my favorite one to do. I have some silly ones. This one was done as a duel. So one person is on this side and one person is on this side. And it was a purple fret, and that's when we were still in the Middle Kingdom. And this was for a friend of mine in Mystic Waytrue, and he was English. He did an English persona. And in Mystic Waytrue, what we do for our Yule is, it's called wassail. We always have a cloven orange. So this little ball thing in his hand is actually a cloven orange. So it's orange with little cloves in it, and he really appreciated that one. That was William Davenport. This one, sadly, I do not have a picture of the original. It just never happened. It was finished at a dub-dub. And this is where it came from. It's one that I call the Dragon Flamer. And it ended up being the dragon's heart in the center right here. So, and then I also do other styles. This was my attempt at doing gold foil. Needless to say, the gold foil stuck to me and not to the paper, so we don't do gold foil anymore. It's not a happy thing. Here's some of my other paper drawings that I do, just to make sure that everything is going to go down. This is actually one that, this was Terraconphenia, I believe. Is that correct? And both of them loved this particular one. In fact, I was told that this was their favorite scroll of this reign because of the way that the wording was done. It's done as a story, and then just very, very simple, and that's what the finished product looked like after they signed it. So that was their favorite one of the reign. This was done for a fencing scroll for a friend of mine, and he never got the scroll. He was actually given a different scroll, and sadly his house caught fire and everything was lost. So I still have this, and it's a neat thing that I do have it. It's for Mystic Way True, for Rapier, for the Grey Guard. And yes, he really did bend that way. And this one, in fact, is in the Scroll of Honor. And there's the finished one right there. So this one can be seen live in the Scroll of Honor. This one is a carpet page. This one is a carpet page, and unfortunately I do not have a copy of what the finished product was, but what I did was, in all of these little things all through here, the words were put inside, so it all went around, so it ended up looking like that when it was finished. And then a couple more drawings that I've done just to make sure that they all fit. And mermaids, and this was an invitation for Bardic Madness that I was asked to do. And let's see, what else do I have? Oh, that was a Cygnus. And this was an attempt at doing Celtic knotwork, and yeah, that's not my favorite, so I don't ask for them. And that is one that I did for a friend of mine. Again, I don't have the original. So let's see. This one was a Black Flame that was just done recently. And it turns out that the person who got this particular scroll was in the Moneyers Guild and also built chests. So I tried to incorporate those kinds of items into the scroll for him. And then this one is for today. And again, it's trompe-l'oeil. And I don't know this person at all, but I found her mundane name on Facebook, and she had a picture of her cat. So I put her cat on her scroll, and I'm hoping that when she sees it, she'll recognize that that is the picture of her cat. So 10 years, and sadly I don't have all 120 in here. I don't know that they would fit, but it all started with that.